The Chevrolet Trax brings updated styling and a budget-friendly price, but don't rush to sign the papers just yet. There are a few reasons you might want to think twice. Let's break it down and see if it's worth it. The Trax's lack of all-wheel drive is one of its biggest drawbacks. Even though it has the look and stance of an SUV, every trim is front-wheel drive only. That means buyers in snowy regions, wet climates, or rural areas with dirt and gravel roads may find the Trax less capable when traction is limited. While good tires can help, all-wheel drive provides an extra layer of control and confidence that many SUV shoppers expect. This limitation also affects light off-pavement usability, making the Trax more of a city-focused crossover than an adventure-ready one. For many drivers, it won't matter, but for others, this could be a deal-breaking compromise. The Trax's engine performance may feel underwhelming for some drivers. It uses a 1.2-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder producing 137 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission. In instrumented testing, the Trax reach 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 8.8 seconds, which is adequate for commuting but not particularly quick. Several reviewers describe the acceleration as lackluster, especially during highway merging or when the vehicle is loaded with passengers and cargo. The engine delivers decent fuel economy, and around town it feels smooth and manageable. However, drivers who prefer stronger passing power or a more responsive feel may find the car's performance modest for an SUV. The vehicle delivers a modern cabin design, but some interior materials reveal its cost-conscious roots. Reviewers point out areas with hard, scratchy plastics, particularly on the door panels, lower dash, and center console. While these surfaces help keep pricing low and are durable for daily use, they can feel less refined compared to rivals that offer softer touch trims or upgraded textures. The overall layout is user-friendly and the seats are comfortable. However, buyers who value a more upscale or premium feel may notice the inexpensive materials immediately. For those who prioritize value and practicality, this is acceptable, but for shoppers seeking a more polished ambiance, it may be a disappointment. The Trax offers a clean, modern infotainment layout, but the experience varies noticeably by trim. While upper models feature an 11-inch touchscreen with better features and responsiveness, the base and lower trims use a smaller display with fewer functions and a more basic interface. Some users and reviewers mention that the system can feel slow or occasionally unresponsive, especially when multitasking between navigation, media, and phone connectivity. Wireless smartphone integration is available, but certain convenience features require stepping up to pricier trims. For drivers who prioritize seamless tech, crisp graphics, and fast menu transitions, the lower-end car may feel limited, meaning you may need to spend more or consider competitors with more standard tech. Car is rated at around 30 miles per gallon combined, which looks competitive on paper for a small crossover. However, real-world testing paints a slightly different picture. Edmunds recorded about 28.7 miles per gallon during mixed driving, suggesting that actual efficiency may fall just short of the official estimates. For everyday commuting, the Trax remains reasonably economical, but buyers focused on maximizing miles per gallon may notice that some rivals, especially hybrids or more refined turbocharged setups, deliver better real-world fuel savings. The Trax's modest efficiency isn't a deal-breaker for most drivers, but if maximum fuel economy is a priority, there are more frugal options in the segment worth considering. The Trax does well in providing respectable rear legroom for a subcompact SUV, but overall seat comfort in the back row may leave some passengers wanting more. Reviewers note that while space is better than expected, the rear seat cushions themselves are relatively flat with limited contouring and side support. On longer trips, this can lead to fatigue, especially for adults or taller passengers. The seating position is upright, which helps visibility, but it doesn't deliver a plush, lounge-like feel. For daily short commutes, the setup is perfectly manageable, but if rear seat comfort for family members or frequent travelers is a high priority, this could be a noticeable trade-off.
The car is priced to attract value-focused buyers, but when compared to key rivals, the trade-offs become clearer. Several competing subcompact SUVs offer features that the Trax lacks, such as available all-wheel drive, stronger engine performance, or cabins with more upscale materials. Models like the Subaru Crosstrek, Mazda CX-30, and Hyundai Kona can feel more refined or more capable, though they come with slightly higher sticker prices. For shoppers sticking strictly to a budget, the Trax still delivers style and practicality at a strong starting point. However, if you're willing to stretch your budget just a little, those alternatives may provide better long-term flexibility and overall future-proofing. The Trax arrives with virtually no major updates, retaining the same powertrain, front-wheel drive-only layout, interior configuration, and general feature structure as the previous model year. Aside from minor color and package adjustments, there are no significant design, performance, or technology enhancements. For buyers who liked the 2025 Trax as is, this consistency is perfectly fine. However, if you are hoping for improved power, an available all-wheel drive option, upgraded interior materials, or more advanced tech features, the 2026 model may feel a bit stagnant. In a segment where rivals frequently update their offerings to stay competitive, the lack of substantial changes could be disappointing for shoppers seeking something new or more future-ready. The Trax's positioning in a budget-focused segment means it may face steeper depreciation compared to more powerful or better-equipped rivals. Its modest 1.2-liter engine and front-wheel drive-only configuration make it less appealing on the used market to buyers seeking performance, versatility, or all-weather confidence. Subcompact crossovers are often price-sensitive purchases, and models with limited capability tend to lose value faster over time. While the Trax offers strong initial affordability, the long-term resale value may lag behind competitors like the Subaru Crosstrek or Mazda CX-30, which offer broader appeal. For shoppers who plan to keep the vehicle for many years, this may not matter, but for others, it's a meaningful consideration. The car focuses on affordability, practicality, and everyday usability, so it doesn't aim to deliver sporty excitement or a luxurious ambiance. Reviewers commonly point out that its handling, acceleration, and overall driving character are tuned more for comfort and simplicity than for performance enthusiasts. Likewise, while the interior is clean and modern, it lacks the plush materials or upscale atmosphere found in higher-end rivals. There's no off-road persona here either, especially without an all-wheel drive option. For drivers who need reliable transportation at a good value, the Trax delivers. But if you want a vehicle that feels exciting, premium, or adventure-ready, this crossover likely won't spark that emotional connection.